One, two, three, funk it.
My darling, I love you, 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 I love you.
Hey guys, how is it going? I hope you guys are having a beautiful day and welcome back to my channel. Today is story time with Christina, and what we're going to be talking about today is about dreams and very crazy, like vivid dreams that feel so real, like it actually happened to you. And then you wake up just thinking about it, telling everyone about it, and then something happens and you cannot explain it. And it's just so crazy. You feel like you kind of predicted it or you got a sign. But I'm going to stop it there and we're going to get into some cards real quick. Okay, so I just wanted to start with the affirmation card just to, kind of talk about like what we're grateful for, because it's almost Thanksgiving. I think Thanksgiving is like in 2 weeks or less. So, I want to say it's about 2 weeks. So I was thinking, what is everyone grateful for? I know what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for my family, the roof over my head, my dogs, my cats. I'm grateful for being able to wake up every day and know that I am loved and I am happy, healthy. I mean, I've been sick and in pain lately, but I am grateful for just being able to wake up every day and know that there is a God watching over us and he is taking care of me and my family and each and every one of you guys. So we have to be thankful and we have to think that we are truly blessed and believe it. So first card of the day is going to be, I am happy for others' success. So I'm going to show you guys. And yes, I am. I'm thankful for other people that are successful. I'm thankful for anyone else that is doing good out there. I want to see everyone do good. I want to see you guys be happy and healthy and do successful things in your life because you have the power within you to make that happen. Believe in yourself. Believe that you can do it and you will because it's in us. Just believe it. Even if you don't believe it, I believe in you. So listen to me telling you that I believe in you, okay? As cheesy as that sounds. Let's do another, I want to pull 3 today. So let's do, the third one is going to be, I will live as a healer. Wow, okay, yes. I will live as a healer. And actually, that might be for any one of you guys, but I feel like this is really for me. I will be a healer, and maybe one of you guys needed to hear that today. Maybe you guys need to be a healer as well. But I do want to heal people. I do want to see joy in this world, see happiness. I want people to be happy, and I want them to feel it in their heart as deeply as I do. So that is a beautiful affirmation card. Let's do one more. So I'm just gonna, that's weird. Okay, let's shuffle it one more time, a couple times, and then I'm going to read this one. So my emotions are balanced and I am in harmony with my energy. Okay, my emotions are balanced and I am in harmony with my energy. You know what? I've lately been feeling this, even though I will repeat myself again. Let's see if it'll, oh, is it? Okay, so I believe that this is a great affirmation to say to yourself, because even if you feel like you're not balanced, if you believe it and you say it to yourself, it's something in the head, in your mind, that kind of tells you, oh, you know what, I am balanced. Instead of saying, I'm negative, I'm sick, I'm hurting, I'm this and this and this. Be positive. So my emotions are balanced, and I am in harmony with my energy, and I control my energy. So those are the 3 affirmations for today before we start. If I'm not sure if I decide to pull anything else, I will, but I am just going to get right into the dream. So this video is not too long because it's more, I want to do more like short stories. So let's get right into the story time. Okay, so starting off the story, this is, I believe, story number 4. And if I'm wrong, I'll leave it here, but I believe it's 4. And we are talking about this dream I had recently. It was probably a few months ago. Maybe in August, maybe July. I'm not exactly sure when I had this dream, but I'm going to try to remember as clearly as I can. I was in this boat and everything was completely dark waters, dark sky, everything. It kind of felt like I was like in like a igloo or something, because there was no stars, there was no like moon, there was nothing. It was just very like pitch dark, but it wasn't like black. So it was like pitch dark, and it was kind of like a bluish like tint. And I remember, I think I either fell off the boat or something happened where I was now in the water, and it was a small little boat, and I'm trying to swim up to the top. And when I reach the top, I kind of take a breath, and I end up sinking again. And I just remember that I was like, I'm gonna drown. I'm drowning. And then I was like, no, you're fine. You're not gonna drown. Calm down and just get up. You can make it. There's enough time. And I remember seeing the boat, and I remember going through like these like waves or something, and out of nowhere, I am uplifted out of the water and on like land, pretty much on this like edge. And I could, from the distance, when I awaken, kind of from a distance, I can still see that boat in the middle, the only one, nothing else, calm waters, everything just there. And so I kind of looked for a minute, and I was like, what just happened? I was a little confused. And I looked to the side, and there's this lady there. And the lady, I knew her. She was someone from my family. And I said her name, and I was like, what? And she's like, it's okay, Christina. Don't worry. You're fine. Take it easy. I want you to walk with me. I need to speak with you. And I was just like, okay, yes. You know, she was like one of my tias, kind of, that had passed away. And so it's like a second aunt or so from, I believe it's from my dad's side. I'm sorry, the dogs are going off. So, I'm sorry, my dogs were going off. There was someone at the door. But, so, I believe I was telling you guys, so she's like someone from, I think, my grandfather's side, like my mom's side from my grandfather's. It might be like my mom's aunt, I believe, or so. I'm not too sure. But she's like a second, third aunt or so. So I knew who she was. I knew her name. I felt it. I was like, I know you. And she actually recently had passed away. And so she tells me, it's fine. You were drowning, but I saved you. And I need you to come walk with me. And I said, okay. And so I started walking with her. And where we were at, it was like a nice little, like, kind of like sitting area or waiting area. And there was little like round tables and people sitting there. But they weren't looking at me. They were just like kind of just sitting, like staring. And when I think back, it kind of felt like they were like spirits or so. But they were just there. They weren't moving or anything, but there was just people like waiting. And there was a water off to the side, and we kind of go around, and then there's a bus station or like another type of waiting station. And I see a lady there, and she's sitting on a bench. So instead of the tables and the chairs, now it's a bench. And she's sitting there next to someone I know, and then that lady. And I was like, I know that lady. I'm like, what is her name? And she looked at me, and I looked at her. We acknowledged each other. And it was so weird because when I said her name, I was like, wait, that's weird. Why is she in my dream? And I haven't seen her in forever. And she's one of my, now from my dad's side, my grandma's really good friend and like a family friend. So she's kind of like another like type of aunt to me. And so she's family. So I'm like, what? Okay, what is she doing here? You know? And it's so weird because I kind of knew that I was dreaming too. But I kind of felt like I was in the middle, like a middle dimension, like almost to heaven, but not in heaven, like in the waiting area. I don't know, it's so weird, but it felt so real, like I was actually there. So I keep walking with her. She's talking to me and she's showing me things. And so after that, we start walking down this like kind of like a middle aisle. And on one side, there is nothing but animals all straight down, like for miles. But there's like kind of like you could see a clear wall, but it's not a wall, but it looked like a clear wall. And she's like, oh, don't be scared, don't worry, that's their side, that's all the animal spirits, that's all the animals in their, world. Don't worry, they're not gonna bother you, just, it's peaceful here. And I was like, okay, because there was lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. I had to do it. I had to. But so there's just animals, all over, and it was so beautiful. And they're just laying there and peacefully and just chilling, pretty much like the humans were, just chilling, but just no sounds. It was very like quiet. And then I just remember walking down this pathway, and then it's like a green, beautiful pathway, but then at the end, it turns into a road, like kind of like a sidewalk. And when I got to the end, I saw two people sitting at this bench again. And once I got closer to that bench, she whispered something to me, and I don't know what she whispered. I wish I could remember, but you know how dreams are. It's like it was one thing and then you remember it, but then after that you don't. Like you wake up and you think about it and you're like, what was it? So I just remember the last thing was I seeing them, and I went up. I think I went up to them. I think it was a couple or something. And I went up to them and I woke up. I woke up from the dream, and I just remember her saying like, don't worry, you're fine. Everything is going to be okay. You're being guided, and you're going to be okay. But I'm just like, what? Why did she say that? She said I was drowning, which I was literally drowning in the dream. And she said that she saved me, and that to not worry, and to keep moving forward. Something is guiding you. So I tell my grandma, and I tell her about the lady, and that I saw her in my dream, and that she was there, and she was like in the waiting station. And it's weird because I was like, why, is she okay? Is everything good? Because something pointed her out. Something told me to say something and said her name and everything. And I want to say like a week or two later, I find out she is actually in the hospital, very sick, and that her daughter is now with the choice of, what to do, because her mom is so sick, in so much pain, and on, literally her last breath or so. And I guess, come to find out, when I talked to my grandma that day after, she ended up passing away. And I told my grandma about my dream, and remembered that she was in my dream in the waiting station. And she was like, oh my goodness, that was a sign. That was like them telling you like it's her time to go. She's leaving, she's trying to say goodbye. I don't know if that dream had anything to do with it. I don't know what they were trying to tell me or what. But I just thought that was so crazy, that I have this dream. I see this lady that I haven't seen in forever. She's a family friend, so she's like family. I find out she's very sick. I find out that everything I said and saw ends up being kind of like a sign saying like, hey, look at her. She's, she's say your goodbyes or so, or let the family know. It's like, I don't know what to expect of that, because I don't know what to think of that, because it's just so weird to me. I'm not used to having like dreams that are telling me something like that. So it was just so weird that I saw her, and then a few weeks later she passed away. So really, it's so crazy how like real our dreams are sometimes, and how we sometimes think that, a dream is just a dream, but a lot of times we are connected in, I don't know what it's called, if it's like a REM sleep, or if it's like I don't study that stuff. Maybe I should start looking into it, but I just know that feeling in that dream was not like no other dream. When you dream and it's just a regular dream, you could tell the difference. But when you dream and it's like if you were actually there, like someone, like you left your physical body and you traveled into another world, and I was there. It was like if I was not heaven, but wherever middle is, wherever the middle grounds are before you go to heavens. I don't know what that's called. I don't even know what it is, but it felt so real, and I felt like I was called there for a reason. And I don't know if this is going to be like a new thing, if like I need to start paying attention to my dreams more. But this is not the first time I've had a dream like this before. I've had other ones where Jesus has actually came to me. Yeah. And that one, the only thing I could remember, so I'm not gonna put that in a own separate story, but he came to me, looked just like him, and he literally told me, remember who you are. And he like touched my shoulder, and I just remember falling back, falling, and then I woke up. So it's just crazy that, you know, these dreams, sometimes there's meaning in your own dreams, and it's just crazy to think, you know, there's other things in this life. It's not just what you see. And you got to have faith in the Lord, faith in God, and just believe that miracles are true. So I think I'm going to end the story there. I don't think there's anything else I have to say. Very quick, short story. I hope you enjoyed this. It's a little different than the other ones. It's more of, you know, my dream. And it is a personal dream because it's a little, you know, it's a little deep with everything I talked about, you know, life, death. Sometimes it's a touchy subject for people. And so I think I'm going to leave it there, and I will catch you guys on my next episode, Story Time with Christina. If you guys like these kind of videos, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit the bell notification so you never miss a video with me. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye.
I love you, 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 I love you.